Hey everyone, this is Siva from Pickleball Rx. I'm here with Tyler. Tyler works as a manager, right, at PickleRage. So he got his hands on Carbon's new paddle, Carbon TruFoam Barrage. As you guys know, Carbon is the first paddle company which is introduced us to the foam market, and I think the TruFoam Genesis is the first foam paddle in the market. And then they came up with Waves, which wasn't as successful. But now they have the TruFoam Barrage, and online and from pickleball community, we've heard really good reviews. So I thought I would, talk to Tyler, who's been playing with this, kind of get his opinion. So we're gonna attach the specs of the paddle on the side screen. I think he has hybrid and wide-bodied. So Tyler, what do you think? Give me your impression. So go by power, spin, pop.
Yeah, about to say what I was telling Siva is this isn't your necessary like strength of a power paddle. It's more of a popular paddle. The ball's going to come right off the face of the paddle really quick. So your counters, I've seen my counters even just through some gameplay the past couple of days, been really quicker. My hand speed's been quicker just because of the hybrid shape, which I'm really liking. I was a elongated type guy for a while, and then I kind of worked my way into a little bit of wide body, but this hybrid from the TruFoam carbon shape is really, really nice. And then again, the spin is really, really good, top tier. I kind of compared the spin almost to a Selkirk era, but like a little bit better. Like when you first get the air out the box, kind of that same spin, but just a tad bit better. And again, the pop's really good. The control, even for this as a pop paddle, I've got some weights on right here. Definitely recommend adding weights to the throat. I would not play this with stock unless you can really control it well. But even with it being such a popular paddle, the control factor of it's super, super good.
So what was your main paddle before this?
Yes, I was playing with a couple of different paddles. I was playing with I played with the Gearbox for a while, the Gearbox GX2, which is a great paddle. Then I switched to the Friday Fever 102, the elongated, which has been my main for the past almost 2 months now. And it was weird going from an elongated, almost denser plush paddle to a hybrid, almost pop paddle instead of not necessarily a power. But it's been a difference for sure, but I love it. I love being able to have that extra pop in my game, extra little few inches on the baseline when I'm serving definitely helps for sure.
Okay. So you also tried the Friday Aura, right? That's their full foam paddles. How does this compare to that?
That's a big difference for sure. This is definitely a more not necessarily stiffer paddle, but the Friday Aura was in my opinion, it was a hollow-esque foam paddle against a more almost board-like foam paddle. You're not going to feel necessarily the plushness that you feel with like a Genesis, but it's not going to be as hollow as the Friday Aura. It's going to be, like I said, something that's going to help with faster counters. That ball's going to come right off the face. So the paddle lacks a little bit of density in it, but that's fine in my opinion. I like a little bit more of a harder paddle when you're talking about density and stuff like that.
Gotcha. Now, have you played with the TruFoam Genesis?
Yes, I play with both. I play with
How
the
does
Genesis.
this compare to that?
Yeah, again, total difference, really, in my opinion. The Genesis and even the Waves has a little bit more plushness in it. The Genesis, we play with the elongated. Again, the shape, the elongated and Genesis is actually a little bit more of a elongated paddle. It's not one that has a longer face and shorter handle like most elongateds have. It's got the longer handle with a little bit of a longer face. So you're getting that difference in paddle shape and feel. But how it compares really, again, it's got that plushness of the Genesis, I feel, against, or I would say the more dense paddle feel of the Genesis against the less dense, poppier paddle of the Barrage, for sure.
Gotcha. So Tyler also does coaching here at PickleRage, right? So if you were to recommend this paddle, right? Like, who do you recommend this paddle to? Like,
Yeah, 100%. I would definitely recommend this to more advanced players. Not saying an intermediate player can't pick it up and do fine with it. This is definitely more of the advanced player. If there's any Carbon fans out there, I would almost recommend a Genesis slash Waves for an intermediate type player, and I would recommend the Barrage almost for the advanced player who has the good hands that can counter fast, that likes to hit a little bit harder on their shots. Because with this paddle being a popular paddle, it is a really, really good controlled paddle. Somebody I was talking to almost compared it to like a controllable bazooka almost. Like it just explodes off the paddle, the ball zips. So definitely I would recommend this to more of an advanced player who can kind of control that bazooka type feel within the paddle. But I mean, hey, this is a great paddle. I have no problems with it so far. Can continue to play with it and go from there.
Okay. One last question.
Yep.
So if somebody's been playing with TruFoam Genesis, right?
Yeah.
How much is this paddle now? I forgot.
I think it's 279.
279. So somebody's been playing with Carbon TruFoam Genesis. Obviously, Waves is not a good, upgrade, I would say.
Yeah.
Would you recommend them to upgrade to this paddle from Genesis?
Yeah,
That's the big question.
It really is. It's all based on feel. It depends on which Genesis you are playing with. You're playing with the hybrid Genesis, and you feel like you're missing that extra pop in your game, and you need some help with getting counters down quicker. 100% agree to upgrade for sure. If you feel like your game is really, really good, you're just lacking consistency, you're lacking height on your dinks, it's where they need to get let down lower. Definitely stay with the Genesis, but just continue to drill more. But yeah.
And do you guys have this here for sale?
We're working on getting them. They're not out yet. Pre-orders are available right now. But we are working to get these in to our shop here in the next coming weeks for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I've never played with carbon paddles before, so that's why I didn't want to do the review. I wanted Tyler to do this. So anyway, that's it, guys. This is Siva, again from Pickleball Rx. Thank you, Tyler, for doing the review. Please let us know if anybody tried Barrage before or tried it. Please put it in the comment what you guys think about Barrage as opposed to TruFoam Genesis. So thank you guys again. Have a great day. Thanks. Yeah, that's it. I think